In the brisk early days of March, five D&D nerds sit down to play pretend. 2 out of 5 of them pay rent. This is Dyson Dynamics.
Wow, that was quite the intro. Very Twilight Zone read in. Welcome everyone to Tyson Dynamics on. Your dungeon master, Jason. I am joined here, Beauty Fish, Echo, and Mark, and we are playing the Wizards of the Coast module, modified extremely heavily by me. Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. As you'll notice, my plea and cry for a sponsorship for a company that makes chairs still has not yet paid off. Perhaps next week. Last we left off, our heroes were set upon during their morning meal by the captain of the Guard of the Flaming Fist, Captain Zodge, and the inspector that they've been working on in their investigation into the cult of the Den, Inspector O'Sullivan. They came bearing terrible news that there had been a rash of murders in Duke Thamara Van Thamper's manor. They made their way over to the Manor District and found outside and just inside the window of the manor 2 bodies. Questioned some of the witnesses who were present or sort of knew the comings and goings of the house. And now that is where we will pick back up. The investigation just outside the Van Thamper Manor with all the authority in the world to investigate its premises.
And
God.
as far as I remember last time, we opened the door to the manor, pushing aside a body, and opened to several bodies all over the
Oh, good. I could remember if I described that or not. So,
Yep.
Yes, you walk in. Walking under the sort of large stone-pillared portico, you enter in, sort of pushing aside the arm of a body, and you step into, which on your numbered map would be room number 2. It is a large, sort of open space, and it has a L-shaped stairway that leads up to a balcony which looks down upon where you are standing. Which on the right side would be 11, would be the sort of view down into where you are standing. Directly to your right, there is a set of double doors that appear to be one side of it flung open. You can see a dining room table which appears to be set, but not. There's no food on the table itself. Additionally, there's sort of a small adjoining room with no doorway to it. That would be room number 5 on your map. And that room, let me just check my map, is a extension of this sort of chamber which sort of goes back, and here you see 2 windows that look back out into the opposite side of the courtyard of where you've entered. There is a room to your right. The door here is open. You see some sort of like a sitting room with a low table, the sofas and things present in the configuration you see there, and that small gray block looks to be a server of some kind, so a place where a butler or attendant could place things that they were carrying. And then next to that is a door, which is currently closed and you cannot see into.
Okay.
And there is also, just past the stairs, there is another set of double doors through which you can see what looks to be the makings or trappings of a kitchen, which would be room 8 on the map.
Alright, so I have personal experience with this. Very different, I would say, but there were dead bodies involved. Now, so my husband's like a distant family member died, so we had to like go down and like do the whole like we skipped the funeral. Apparently, Underdark Drow funerals, especially when matriarchs are involved, get kind of.
Yes, they do.
Silkez knows exactly what I mean. You guys don't need to know. But anyways, so we had to go to like her house, and we had to start picking through everything. So I think I got a little experience going inch by inch through her house trying to look for valuables, which I am going to say now.
A body?
I am going to. Well, there's like one or two. I am going to be committing a little bit of theft, just a little. I do just wanted to warn y'all. Feel free to throw me under the bus if Zalj or whatever is like, did y'all commit theft? I am just letting you know. I will be committing a little theft. Just a little. A little bit. Anyways.
Well, if push comes to shove, I'll say it was necessary information for the investigation.
Oh my god, you would lie for me?
Yeah.
Silkaz, oh my god, prove it. Anyways, I'm gonna go look at the dead bodies, particularly this brutally mutilated one, until I feel like throwing up, because the coins haven't passed yet.
Alright.
That's what having a ruined pelvic floor is gonna do for you. Marty, don't have kids.
I didn't plan on it? Okay.
Well, don't even think about it, okay? I'm telling you right now, Silkaz can back me up. Don't have kids.
Never mind.
I feel like I learned a lot right now.
I hope you didn't learn anything. I hope your mama gave you proper education and all that.
Anyways, well,
How
I want
about
to
that?
know where we're going to start. Do we want to look around here? Do we want to look in the dining room? Do we want to split up as long as we stay on the first floor?
Oh, that reminds me. Marty will go over to EV3's bag of holding and rummage through it for a second and pull out a magnifying glass that she bought on the way over here. Just in case we need to look for any magic items. I can help with that now.
Okay, I was going to say I still have that prepped, and
Well,
I mean,
just in case we tend to split up, we can have.
Oh yes, of course. Good thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jeremina, I think that one over there, like the arrow's broken off in his sternum. I think you could get a good ride out of that one.
But that's just kind of intriguing. That's not really. See, the horrible thing about this is I've got the constitution of. I don't know, something that has a big constitution. Blood. Vomit. Nobody in my life is ever gonna love me. No, that just makes me sad. What's gonna make me throw up?
Marty, what are your opinions on the color mustard yellow and olive green in the same outfit?
Oh,
Olin's
God!
gonna just quietly
Stop.
walk by
No,
them
you do
and
not.
go into 3.
Like,
Because they're just standing there.
I enjoy some earthy tones.
Those aren't earthy tones. They have completely different tone. I'm sorry. No, God. Okay, no, we're getting somewhere with that. Okay, mustard yellow and oh God.
It's not that bad a combo.
And then we put teal on top of it.
Stop.
Olin, inside of room 3, you find a familiar sight, but from a different angle.
Okay.
The body that you observed through the window that had been pierced by the arrow and sort of collapsed down into the drapery is at the window on the far right. So if you are walking into 3, you see the table before you, and the place settings are set out, but there's no food present. And you look off to the right in that sort of nook where there's the window that looks out to the front of the courtyard. You see the collapsed body of the guard that you observed.
Okay. So is like all those pieces like to the left and the right of the door, are they just open shelves, I guess, or are they closed up?
You turn and observe them, and they appear to be two china cabinets. And you notice that the place settings that are on the table have been removed out of the china cabinets. So there's kind of missing china out of the china cabinets.
Okay. He'll look around. He'll go like clockwise, like south around the table, to the fireplace.
Alrighty, you do so. The fireplace here appears to be prepped but not lit. So there are logs here waiting to be set with a bed of sort of kindling and lighting sticks under.
Okay, and then he'll go to the body and just see what's on him.
As you sort of poke and prod, he has a coin purse that has 5 gold pieces in it, as well as what looks to be a like ring with a key on it. And other than that, he also has 1 arrow in his inventory.
I wonder. But no other weapons. I'm assuming he just probably had like a fucking staff or something.
No, he does not appear to have had any weapons at all.
Okay, he'll take the ring and take the 5 gold and just head back out to the where they're talking.
Wait, didn't he have a key?
Ring with a key.
Yeah, the ring with a key. It's like the old jailer's loot type thing.
Hey, baby Olin baby.
Oh.
Do you know how we're friends?
Oh.
Oh my god. We are friends. We are, aren't we?
Yes?
Oh my god,
Is that
are we
supposed
friends?
to be no?
No, I'm just kind of... But you see, I don't really imagine myself having friends very much. This is...
So we're not friends.
No, we are friends. I just...
Okay.
You know, it's not the kind of revelation that you expect to be having. When that dude is so dead, by the way. He's dead.
Are you
So
in
Kez is
room
gonna
3,
go back to
or are you
room
motioning
5?
at a body in
3,
room
or
2?
Are you still in 2?
No, I'm still in 2.
The body that you are pointing at has it has more bleeding than the other bodies. It has been attacked with a blade of some kind.
That thing was torn apart with a blade. I pushed his body. His liver done fell out. The dude had liver lacerations. Do you want to know how I knew? He had a little bit of a drinking problem. Don't ask me how I knew about that. Also, he had a kidney stone.
I thought you meant stab marks on the lip.
No, he also had that.
Silkis, you said you were moving into Area 5?
Yes.
Okay. What you observe in Area 5, aside from the closed door and the open door into the sitting room, is the sort of server that it would be a place for the domestic help here to place down things that they were either bringing to the to the sitting room or to the dining room. It was like a place to stage things so that they're not carrying so much in at once. Keep things proper when they're in the area where guests may be entertained. And you notice that there is a silver platter or tray that has what looks to be a arrangement for breakfast. Not really a very formal breakfast or things like that. More like snacks, almost like sort of biscotti that you would go with tea, things like that. But you notice that the tray is sort of overhanging the edge of the server. It was not placed here with much care. It appears as though it was placed down either in a hurry or without much thought, because about half of it is sort of teetering on the edge of the server.
But
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask a favor. See, I think we could work out a little system between us. I like having things, but I don't like working for it. So, here's what I propose. You go through all the disgusting bodies for me, and I'll make sure that you're clean and tidy afterwards. And then you give me the things that you find that you think I'd like money and personal effects.
Jeremina,
What?
I get feeling from the,
What?
the
Privatized
vampires
military force that the nobles were hiring that help oppress the young? I mean, what? You think these.
and their families.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
that's good.
no! Oh, the paramilitary force belonging until the upper class got killed. Ooh.
Quick question, Jason. Last
Yes.
session, they said that they were prepping it and putting it in a dumbwaiter.
Sure.
Is that like, they were prepping it in the kitchen and putting it in a dumbwaiter. Is
Mhm.
there a dumbwaiter around that area?
The
Or is
area
it-
where with the tray?
Yeah.
No. It is just sort of what we would kind of know as a credenza. So it's just sort of a low platformed cabinet that has a set of doors at the bottom. There does not appear to be a dumbwaiter in the vicinity.
Okay, so that clashes with 2 stories. As far as I remember, because Tellerin Dusk Follower said he was in the kitchen trying to get the breakfast, and then he went into the foyer.
Yeah, one of those people's stories is a little
Mhm.
confused. I don't think anything bad.
No, I don't
But,
think
like-
anything bad, but it's a little bit clashed.
Yeah.
I do know that the breakfast here is probably that one servant, I imagine.
Yeah, it could be a servant, I think.
Well, no, like the ladies that we talked
No,
to.
but the Astai?
Mhm.
Don't know how to pronounce that. Astai said she tried to come into work early. She was in the back. She saw the breakfast being put in the dumbwaiter and then went back out.
But she also got breakfast for herself, remember?
No. But I will trust you on that one. I must have just missed it in my notes.
Yeah, she came here early, got breakfast, and went out to see the sunrise.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Echo. So it could have been hello. It could have been the servant's breakfast. All right, cool. Anything else of notes?
Nope. That's all that's observable here.
All right. Then he is going to look back, make sure everybody is decent, see that Olin is about to get elbow deep in a body, and push open the door for room 4.
So, Owen, what do you think about going through all the bodies for me? I keep you clean, and you keep me in wealth. I'm preparing you for marriage. Don't you want to do that for me?
Olin will just start going through everybody on the first floor.
Yay! Oh, I love you. You're so great.
But
so
he
guys,
pockets the key, by the way.
What?
What are you doing, baby? What are you up to?
There's a tray back here that seems to have been haphazardly placed with breakfast pieces on it.
So it's got
No.
food on it?
Yeah, it's got food on it.
Okay.
It looks like
That's
cold
nice.
tea, a few snacks, and biscotti.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Scotty? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, okay. I'm gonna go into the kitchen. Alright, first of all, while we're exploring this house, let's lay some ground rules.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody goes upstairs
Yes, because
until we are all
yeah.
together at once.
Makes
Second, no secret doors without involving everybody else.
Well, if you
Number
fall through a
2,
door accidentally.
well, don't. Have the common sense not to.
Fair enough.
Okay?
No danger
Number
for
2,
Daphne's allowed.
don't go looking for secret departments in any rooms or desks without me there to help. I don't want to actually help, I just want to snoop. I know these motherfuckers got some secret compartments up in their desks.
Oh, I should look for that.
Number 3, my final rule. Have fun! Maintain a positive attitude. If you're feeling like you need some encouragement, come over to me and I'll tell you how pretty and great that you're doing. For example, let's look at Olin. Olin is maintaining his dignity and stoicism while in the face of immense horror. I mean, this dude was brutalized.
As she's
And
saying that,
Olin-
Olin throws the guy's head that was chopped off across the room.
Oh,
And
God.
Olin!
Olin!
Why? On this.
It did
Maintaining
not,
a positive attitude.
it did
You
not
see
have
how I
any
did
value.
that?
It's okay.
Jeremina, as that happens, you hear sort of the shield whisper in the background, say, "He's gonna get the parts jumbled up."
And then Olin will say just after that, "It had no value. It's okay. I wasn't going to give to you." And then continue going through the book.
Oh, thank you so much, Olin. See, that is what I mean by maintaining a positive attitude. Now, I'm gonna go into the
Attitude.
kitchen and throw up into the sink. That was disgusting! Alright, positive
blame
attitudes,
you.
everybody!
So,
Backhand
Olin,
cancel.
as you take a look at the bodies, there are 3 of them in sort of this vicinity. There is one, which was the one that was somewhat obstructing the door.
Okay.
And then there are 2 that are sort of splayed out very precariously on the stairs. It seems like they may have chased the assailant up the stairs and then met their demise on the first landing. And as you're sort of making your way through their various effects and seeing if there's anything of note, one of the ones on the stairs, you sort of turn him over funny, and it goes down to the base of the stairs.
She told him not to go upstairs, so that works out.
What's that?
She told him not to go upstairs, so that works out.
Yeah. So, amidst the 3 bodies, you find more corn purses.
More corn? Okay.
Just
Oh,
just
damn, they got corn?
elote out the asshole. No, so,
Amazing.
no, between all of them, you find another 8 gold pieces, and then one additional keyring, that looks very similar to the keyring that you've already.
All right. 2x ring with keys. Got
Yep.
it.
Other than that, there is not much of note, though you do note that they are all wearing the tabard that has been described to you by both Rhea and Jetto at this point, with sort of the gray set background with the sort of stone looking heart, a sort of darker gray on top of the lighter
And no
gray.
weapon of any kind. No, like, broken straps, nothing. No, like, empty
so-
scabbards.
So the folks who were on the stairs specifically, they had what looked to be spear-style pole arms that had either clattered down the stairs or were pinned underneath their legs.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep.
Okay. Since he did 2, she went to 8. Olin will go towards Silka's and see if there's any bodies, and then probably ask if they're going into 4.
Okay. Marty, what are you up to?
Marty would have, after the head, would have followed Jeremina into
To
Okay.
go puke in the sink.
So,
Yeah. Not the puke, but just hang out. Not near the bodies.
Silkez, as Olin enters behind you, you find yourself in a formal sitting parlor. There are chairs in this area that are of a very nice leather make. There does appear to be one chair that is sort of offset, almost centered, as though it were meant to be the head of the table or the focus of attention. Between the two sofas and that sole single chair, there is a low table. It doesn't appear to have anything on it. It doesn't seem like this room was in use when the cooking was happening. From all outward things that you can see.
Alrighty. Does the table have any drawers, or is it just a regular table?
It is just a flat, low, regular table.
And there's nothing outwardly of note in here?
No. So, there is, as you look sort of closer, it does appear like there are as portrayed in the map in room 4, those sort of well-kept, well-maintained plant life, as well as in the corner of the room, having stepped forward to analyze the table, you can see what looks to be a globe or a sort of a round cartography implement in the corner of the room.
Ooh. Silkez is going to investigate the round cartography instrument.
Okay. Go ahead and make a history or nature check.
Oh god. Definitely not nature. Fuck.
What room are they in?
4.
They're in 4, which is I'm kind of calling the sitting room.
Okay.
And
perfect.
Jeremina and Marty are both in 8 currently, I believe.
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Oh, history for sure.
Did anybody find any significant loot besides the 1 arrow, 5 gold, and keyring?
Not yet.
Olin found
gold,
an additional
8 more gold and 1 more keyring.
Okay, did the gold come in a coin purse?
Yes. Just so you know, on my side, I'm just.
Yeah.
And then what else besides the 8 gold?
Another keyring.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 keyrings.
What'd you get, Silka?
16.
16. So you sort of spin the globe and you see the array of land masses that adorn the surface of Toril, many of them never appearing in an official module. But as
Soon, TM.
as you sort of fall, and because people tend to find where they are on a map when they look at them, as you do, you see a line of ink sort of run down the Sword Coast, connecting the sort of major dwellings of Neverwinter, Waterdeep, and Baldur's Gate, just sort of dotting down the coastline. It's a single line of ink, and it's...
Silkus is gonna run his hand down the line. Olin.
He'll walk in after looking at the tray of rain. Just confused by him.
It looks like here there was, and it's just straight lines, right? It's not following any sort of like specific path.
Yeah, they just appear to be connecting for whatever reason.
It appears there might have been some things of interest in these 3 locations. He's gonna knock on the globe. Is it hollow, or is it fairly solid?
You get the sense that it is hollow, but not in the way that anything is concealed inside. Just a matter of its construction.
Nice. Alright, we'll have to keep this in mind. Anything you want to look at, Olin? There's no bodies in here, I'm afraid.
Is there anything of note that he notices besides what Silk has found?
What area or things are you looking?
He's gonna do what he's just gonna look at everything. Like he'll go over the table, he'll go over that stool thing in the top left.
Okay.
He'll just do his walk around that he knows he can.
Make a investigation check.
Oh my god, I don't think that matters because it still sucks. Yeah, +1.
You got this. I believe in you.
Believe in you.
No, it's a 5.
Oh no.
Yeah. So as you look around, you don't find anything additional that that would stand out to you outside of what Silkez had already pointed out.
No, it is no dead bodies. It don't matter to me.
Alright, let's go join the others in the kitchen.
All right. And with that, we jump over to the kitchen. Marty and Jeremina, you are standing in the kitchen. Before you is a large wood-fired oven, 3 preparation tables, and then what looks to be a long sort of basically organization system for various pots and pans and basically everything that you would need to prepare any sort of meal that sort of stretches across the wall. On the opposite wall, there are 2 doors, both of which are closed, and then you see a what is essentially a wooden box enclosure that goes from the floor all the way to the ceiling.
Jeremina is I think so there's no obvious. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words together.
Sure.
No food is displayed, right?
Um,
Besides the one on the plate, which Jeremina's already digging through.
Oh, you're talking about the one that was on the server?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're carrying that from the server into the kitchen, as you're handling the tray, you look down and you note 1 or 2 blood spots on the tray.
And that's what oh my god. Is that me? But Marty, baby, Marty, look at me!
Well, I'm here. I'm listening.
Is my nose bleeding?
Marty will look.
It's not.
It is not.
No, you're not bleeding, and your
Then
horn's
why-
fine.
Who the fuck bled all over the biscotti? The biscotti!
Marty makes a wild gesture out to all the dead
No,
bodies.
nobody went into the kitchen. Do you see any blood marks into the kitchen?
You brought it from room 5, where the server was.
Right, but who bled
There were
on
dead
it?
bodies
It's
over
not-
there.
Look, it's not. I'm assuming it's not splattered, right? Like it's not.
It's like 1 or 2 spots. It's as though they dropped straight down.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's not like
yeah.
strings or anything like that.
It's not. You know, it's not that. It's that. It's.
How many biscotti are on the plate?
It's a fairly small plate. It's 3 or so biscotti.
Okay. Well, I mean, no one stole any biscotti, I don't think, unless someone just wanted 4 biscotti. But who would have 4 biscotti?
Right, 3's the superior number. It's 3 or
Absolutely.
7.
Yeah, there is no in between. It has to be an odd number. It can't be 5. But so I don't know. Maybe someone. The servant lady, I forget her name, said that she said she ate before. this happened. So maybe it wasn't hers. Maybe it was someone else's. Someone else's
Well,
plate.
servant ladies wouldn't have biscotti. If you've had biscotti, you're on a different level.
Yeah. Then whose breakfast? Because he
Well-
said he already set it up, right? And it looked very haphazardly placed.
Well,
Huh.
let's see what he said.
We probably. Do you think we can ask them if what Van Thamper typically has for breakfast each morning?
Well, I don't think we need to get that nitty gritty. I think what
Because
we,
it's like mainly snack foods. This wouldn't be very
you know,
breakfast.
Silkaz! Oh
Hey,
man, did
yes.
you find anything good?
Hold on a
Oh,
minute.
give me a second.
Uh,
No, this tea looks fine. And she's gonna take the teacup in hand and like
Oh,
So-
put her.
Jeremina! Don't drink that.
So, other than the breakfast on the small tray in the back area back there, we found no. There's 2 breakfast trays. There's the one oh, there's the breakfast tray in the dumbwaiter. Okay, there's that one, and then there's one in area 5.
Huh.
So this one.
I thought. Wait.
Which
Are you
one
guys?
did I grab?
You guys are in area 8. You guys are in the
We're
kitchen.
in Area 8,
Yeah,
but Jeremina
they-
brought the plate over from Area 5.
Oh, she brought the tray from area 5. Okay.
So this ain't the dumbwaiter one.
No.
No, sorry, I was confused.
Marty will go over to the dumbwaiter, which I'm assuming is the big enclosed space that's from floor to ceiling.
Yes. So I mean, especially given Marty's proficiencies and things like that, you would certainly know that this sort of large wooden enclosure is indeed the dumbwaiter inside the kitchen, and you make your way over to it, and you can tell, sort of doing a very quick analysis once over, the door, which sort of slides down like this, is open, so it's in the down position. And you note that this dumbwaiter is fairly large. It looks as though you could certainly fit a whole tray of food and things like that in there. And it is in the down position. It is currently awaiting being loaded, it would seem.
Does it have anything in it? I'm assuming not.
No, it is empty.
Well, unless they put the dumbwaiter back down after they grab the food's still here. So, and based on the fact that there's already like food up there, like food over here, do you think they weren't quite being honest about who was having breakfast where?
Well, like you said, Marty, it's well, if I do suppose if she snuck some of the biscotti and other snacks, it could be possible that she got the breakfast, went out, but there's blood on the tray.
Olin is staring
Yeah,
at
it's just like let's
Jeremina.
drop. Yeah, Jeremina, you know we have a bag of holding.
Well, I'm not gonna put you into an accessory of crime.
Well, how is that going to fit? Like I know you have I know you have
Huge tracts of land.
No,
land.
no, shut up. I want to hear Marty say this. What do I have, girl?
I
Come on.
know you have huge tracts, very impressive tracts of land.
No, come on. You're 56. You used a big girl world. Come on, say it.
I try not to objectify people.
You've already been staring. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
have
saying,
giant
everyone's-
tits, but they're not that powerful.
I think they're magnificent.
They're magnificent, but you're filling them with china. You're going to break something if we get into a fight.
We're not gonna get into a fight, please. And come on,
No,
what am I hiding in here? Tell me, what do you think's in here?
I know it's going to be more than what I'm thinking it would be. I know it has like at least your coin purse, your your flask, I'm assuming, your
No, my phone's on my
cup,
hip.
the cup. Oh yeah, the cup you just stole, the china plate, and then the planter, I guess. Which
Mhm.
we have basil at the house. Come on.
But it ain't rich people basil, the same way this isn't rich people dead plants. Actually, no, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this close to me. Okay, I'm putting that there.
But like they won't know to look for it unless they dump out EV3's bag, and there's going to be way more incriminating stuff if they do that. So it's fine.
No, I get that.
Fish,
Alright.
take inspiration for the physical bit. Good job. Prop comedy is the lowest form of comedy, but you know what?
It's the
You
best
nailed
form of
it.
comedy.
That's
Excuse you.
that's fine.
Thanks. I literally went downstairs and got the fine china Muti got me like 2 years ago.
That's fucking great. Oh my god. That's so good. And
So-
force me more you can admit it. But anyways, there's definitely like it's all snack food, which is weird. Like
Maybe
Okay.
Van Thampa wasn't known for eating consistent foods.
I mean, that would
Maybe.
track. Does the kitchen have any blatant ingredients out? Can she assume that the pantry is like privately, like separately?
You would kind of know just based on the sheer size of this kitchen that one of the two doors that are in this kitchen space are most likely the pantry. There's no real visible ingredients out. If anything, it's actually the opposite. You see the remnants of a meal being made, dishes waiting to be washed, things like that.
That's odd. The lady of the house just had breakfast, and she didn't have anyone over except like her son.
Maybe these are from last night. Early morning?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to throw open every door I come across until I get to the pantry.
Okay. There's only two doors in this room. You
Two doors down.
toss both
I thought there
of
was
them.
3.
There's
I see 3. There's one going to 10, one going to 9, one going to 7.
Oh, okay. Easy enough. Sorry. I was thinking about 10 and 9, but yes, so you open the 3 doors in the room. One is very clearly to a sleeping chamber intended for the help. Basically, it's very, very simple. There's a table in there, 4 beds, all of them very crisply made. In room 10, you reveal what appears to be a set of stairs downward to presumably a basement or wine cellar. And then in room 9, you reveal the pantry. The pantry at the far end has a very, very spacious looking icebox. And along the walls, there are sort of various spices and fresh-looking produce, various tubers, potatoes, peppers, all these kinds of things. But it's a very well-stocked pantry. And you'll also note that the icebox is fairly tall. It is not a squat icebox. It rises up almost as high as the shelves to the left.
oh my god, it's impressive.
Yeah, this place is amazing.
Wow.
God, I wish.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want to cook in here so bad. Oh my god. Oh, this is glorious.
Silkas is going to nick a couple of the spices.
Okay, sure.
Owen's gonna walk into
Oh my god, they
7
have
because they're
so
all
much
crowded
saffron.
on
Oh my god. Marty's stealing his thing of saffron.
I was looking at the cayenne. Do you know how much it costs to ship cayenne from Chult now? It's ridiculous.
It's impressive. Like, I never get to use it. Like, I don't really have any good recipes for it, honestly. Like,
Jesus Christ, Fish.
How much can Fish fit in her blazer? About as much as Jeremina can fit in her boobs.
exactly. Well, see, that's the challenge tonight, chat. We're gonna
See how much.
if if you can keep the person with the best guess of how much
Fish has
Fish
fit
is
in the
stuck
blazer
for
by
a
the end of this
blazer
stream.
gets,
So-
I don't know, a shout out.
Yeah, it's Price is Right rules, though. If you go over, nothing. You get nothing.
Exactly. Anyways.
I already got one.
Plus
And that's why, yeah, Jeremina is taking spot. Like, they're nicking spot. Jermina's flat out, like, just taking them. She's, like, reaching into, like, the potato box and is like,
Silka's is just getting cayenne, turmeric, and cinnamon.
okay, who wants to make money with me right now that icebox has human in it? Come on.
Oh god. I hope not.
I don't think it has human in it, but it's going to have very, suspicious meats.
Suspicious meats.
Bit, alright. She's gonna throw open the icebox, clearly not knowing how to do it. Like, it takes her a little bit. No, don't tell me what to do. Don't.
It's from the other side.
I knew that.
All right, first door you open, Jeremina, since you're unfamiliar with the technology, you are open it and you're staring at a large block of ice.
Oh my god. It's just got ice in it.
No, it's the other side.
What do you mean the other side? I opened the
That's
other
the side that cold. That's the side that's what makes it the ice box, and then the other side is where you put all the stuff.
Okay, sure. She'll open the other side.
Okay, what you find inside is a sort of dual divided section of cold goods. In here, there is a lot, and I really want to specify that it would be odd to you, presumably, based on the number of people you think live in the home. There is a lot of cheese, a lot of eggs, and a lot of meat. And more specifically, there is a sort of hanging hook on one side and just a dazzling array of sausage links hanging. It appears that whoever lives here really loves breakfast. Just absolutely adores breakfast. It is pretty much stuffed with all breakfast food.
Well, we know where they were getting their sausage links from.
The meat curtain, yes.
The meat curtain, yes.
I'm
That
so
was the name of
glad
the spot.
Olin is not in that room listening to this.
Is it good? Jeremina has taken down the sausage links and has bitten into one. Are they
Oh my
good?
God.
Okay. Yes. They are spiced pretty heavily. But you would categorize them as good.
They're not.
These are
They don't have a weird
delicious.
taste, right?
No, I don't think so. But I know what, suspicious meat tastes like, don't worry.
It's...
Just
So,
Marty
it
looks
couldn't
really
have been... The tray couldn't have been the breakfast for Lady Van Thamp or any of the children. At least any of the children.
And,
If there's this much in there.
Marty, you were sick a lot.
Yeah.
Her son, Thirstwell, was sick a lot, weren't he?
I mean, I didn't talk to him.
Well, no. But, like, you know what the remedies are.
Oh,
Like, you wouldn't
depends on
give
what
your
he
sick
had.
kid biscotti.
It depends on how much you spoil them, but for the most part, like, it depends on. Like, clearly she has favorites when it comes to her kids, because Thirstwell, or Mortlock,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that makes... Okay. Interesting. Where are all these people?
This is a lot of food.
Were they holding people here? Like, before sending them over to the dungeons?
Probably not. You wouldn't wait.
You wouldn't... Yeah.
But there's a door
Yeah.
that leads down.
It's probably just a cellar.
They were
Like
fattening people up for sacrifice.
I don't think so, but
I feel like if they were-
Sorry, how much about cults do you know, Marty?
How much do you know about cults, Jeremy?
I know a lot about cults. Marty, I lived up in Luskin. There is nothing else to do except cult worship. And cheating.
Nope,
Try some
nope,
of these things.
nope.
Anyways,
Also, if they were fattening people up for sacrifice, we did not see any active sacrifices happening. All we saw were people being starved and
Well,
blood
it's
magic.
a slow
Also-
season, and that was for Baal.
also, is there any like biscotti or any like the snack foods we saw on the platter over in this area? In the pantry at all?
Make a investigation check.
I will. After I look at her feet. An investigation check. That's a nat one, baby.
Oof.
For a total of 5.
Yeah. So looking around, if there is, it's not prominently on display. There is a lot of stuff in here. It would probably take you some time to be able to rifle through and categorize everything, but you're not able to immediately find it. But
It might be
what
on
you
the
certainly
top-
know is that there is not a lot of it, if it does exist here.
Well, it might be on the top. Like Marnie is like standing on her tiptoes to like try to look at like the shelves that are like above like the second shelf. It's like God, this size from big people. Do you see the biscotti anywhere? 'Cause where did that come
Oh,
from? Then?
here, Marty girl.
Oh God. Is this a help?
As Jeremita lifts you up, there is a slight clink as something falls out of her attire. But feel free to take your roll again, Marty, as you're now being
Thanks.
assisted by Jeremita.
Ooh, a lot better. That would be a 16.
So yes, as you are being held aloft, it was indeed on a higher shelf than you could see. And you see a small sort of metal tin that features the iconography of biscotti on the outside. It does appear that it is here, though in short supply.
I found the biscotti.
Okay, bring
Thank
it down.
Thank you. Marty will be set down and readjust herself on her feet.
What did I drop?
It appears to be a saucer plate that you would place under a teacup.
Oh, I
Sorry.
can fix that.
No, I mean, it's fine. It didn't chip. Sorry, let me put that back. That's embarrassing. You know, the worst part about having all these sausage links is I really can't hide them anywhere in the blazer, because then that'd be inappropriate.
Yeah, that's a little bit much. It kind of takes the joke a little bit too far. But so we have the biscotti. It's the same type, right?
Yeah. Are you
Okay.
opening the can?
Yeah, she'll open it up and look.
It's about half full, but it is the same biscotti you found on the tray.
Marty is going to check it for a false bottom.
Okay. You sort of are able to just. I mean, again, given your speciality and your proficiencies, just sort of tapping on the metal, you can tell very, very clearly that it's just a metal tin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I love it, Mitch. Well, nothing special about the biscotti aside from it's on the plate. Marty will pocket it. Well, so, but why was it? Where was? You said they had breakfast. You found like some breakfast like setups and stuff. Silkas and Olin. Where was that?
Oh, the tray. Jeremina took it from the area that we had investigated and brought it into the
Yeah.
kitchen. It was back by the back door.
No, I know that tray, but didn't you say that you found like some other like setups and stuff?
Oh no. Other than the dishes that are in the sink.
Oh, okay.
What happened is I was confused. I didn't realize that Jeremina had brought the tray that was in the back into the kitchen.
No, I thought there was like the area 3 had been set up for like guests or something like that, or like area 4, one of the two.
No, area 3 was just a general dining room.
Yep.
Okay.
The place settings had been taken out of the china cabinets and placed on the table, but nothing was served. There was no food or anything like that.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool. That answers that question.
Silkaz,
Yes.
you know about cheeses.
Fair bit, yes.
Are these cheeses good cheeses? Like, could I eat these cheeses without,
What
like...
number are you guys in? I think
We're in
8 right now.
9.
Oh, you're still
Yeah.
at 9.
Oh, we're
okay.
in 9. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Olin's not there.
Wait, where'd Olin go? I'm
Yeah, I thought Owen followed me into 8.
No, Olin, they did, and then y'all said you went to the pantry. Olin literally said, I'm not going in there, there's too many fucking people. So he walked into 7, and that's all I've been doing.
Marty is then going to go leave and follow Olin then.
well, Marty, where the hell are you? Where are you going?
Olin went.
Somebody
Olin
has to keep
disappeared.
an
I'm
eye
not
on
gonna
Olin, I
find him.
suppose. Also,
Nobody
you would...
has to keep an eye on Olin. People have to keep an eye on me. I've got half the pantry in here. You want me to run?
I would also
Maybe
like,
raiding the turkey.
with regards to the cheese, I want to be very clear about the size of the cheese. They are fucking wheels of cheese. Like, they are this big.
How many are there?
Oh my god.
4.
Jeremina literally walks out
You have-
3 cup size larger than she was when she walked in.
3?
Uh,
You have me.
How
You have
much
EV3
do
and
the-
Silkus. It'll be okay.
How much does the cheese weigh?
Shit.
Jeremina, we can't take the cheese. It has to stay cold. If it gets warm, which it will, it's going to make you smell awful.
I smell like sulfur, Silkaz. I
You
wake
don't
up
make it
every
worse.
day and peel off scales from my body. If I want to smell like frickin' imported wheels of hard cheese, that is what I want to smell like. Do
One of the
not-
cheeses is indeed a soft cheese, though.
Oh,
The brie might be hard.
yeah, you don't want a soft cheese in there. It'll get everywhere.
Don't tell me what I don't want. It's not that I want to preserve it. It's not that I want to eat it. It is about me stealing it. I am surrounded. There's like stuff falling out as she's like moving and gesturing. Like she's like. It is not about having it. It is about taking it. It's about taking it.
But I just don't think the cheeses would be worth it, is all, because...
Turned into a humanoid nacho.
Too much work, too much smell, too much texture.
Luskin doesn't have cheese. I had milk for the first time when I was 37. Let me have this. I want the cheese. I want the fucking sausage links. I'm gonna take all of those spices. Because I get to have them. And they don't. This is about me right now. This is not about me in the future. Me in the future is gonna be pissed she didn't listen to you. Pissed. I am already so uncomfortable. When the hell did I steal a deck of cards? Anyway, it's not about...
EV3 will just open up its bag.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Let me... Okay, and here's the spices. Oh.
As this is occurring,
Accomplice. Oh no, I don't want them to be accomplices.
As this is occurring.
Olin, you've been mulling around and spending some time in room 7. This appears to be a sleeping quarters for the domestic help, probably used in the instance of a party or any instance where the folks that work the kitchen or serve the food, things like that, need to stay overnight. All of the beds in here are made very crisply, and there doesn't appear to be much disturbance in this room, outside of the fact that the adjoining door to room 6 is open.
Owen's just gonna do a quick once over of the beds, just make sure there's no hidden things.
Okay.
And then if there's nothing, he'll just go right into 6.
Yeah, sure. As you sort of look as you look over the beds, no, it appears very clear in here. This is a very, very utilitarian space. There is not much in the way of even things to look at. These beds are kept made. And they could have been made this crisply either just this morning or 3 weeks ago. There's very little indication that this is a home to anyone. As you peer into 6, it is another space that is very clearly intended to welcome individuals into the home. There's a very finely crafted rug adorning the floor, and then all around the walls, there's sort of a lifted shelf space with just vases of varying different shapes and sizes, sort of just running around, like the equivalent of whatever Sword Coast Hummel figures are. Just like there's just masses of them, and they vary in size, shape, adornment, decoration, things like that. It seems as though this is something that the homeowner is very proud of, that they have put on display to welcome people through the large set of double doors that you could tell lead outside because they have sort of a wavy leaded glass that is letting light.
Owen's gonna check the door going to 5 just to make sure it's not a passage that he doesn't know of.
Okay, you open it and you see the server there just to the left. The door is not locked, and as you let it go, it pretty naturally swings closed.
Okay. He'll take a more detailed look at these things, faces, and see if like there's writing or anything crazy like that, or is it just like a fucking collection that this person decided to have?
Make a history check.
Ooh, history.
Yes.
When does Marty join him? Or let me know when he joins.
We will say right now.
It's a fucking 2.
Yeah, so there are many scenes, many different languages, many different forms of the various vases and things like that, none of which you're able to place very specifically. You're not an art appraiser or a historian, but you can tell that it is intended to be a collection and intended to be on display and beautiful to someone's eye, perhaps not everyone's.
He'll take like the walk around the short time around, and then just start heading back into 7 and bump into Mark.
All right.
Oh, wow, this is a room. Did you find anything?
The blend bots.
That's a word for it. These are really nice. Oh my god.
Oh.
Like,
no flowers. I don't understand.
Well, they're like fancy vases to show off how nice, like how rich you are. Basically, it's like the gist of it. So I don't think she'd have anything like incriminating if it's like in a showroom. They're still talking about cheese. Did you find anything in here either?
No.
Okay.
Did they go downstairs on the other room?
No, not yet.
But and he'll walk away. He'll go to 10.
Marty will follow.
Okay. You both walk through 7 and cross across the entrance to 9. How goes the cheese conversation?
And that's why on fucking God's green earth, I want to kill whoever reopened the White Gauntlgrim Forge, because now I can't even get tea imported. Okay? Luskin completely off the map. Gone. And now your Axel's the king of it. He's totally gonna leave Luskin for the vultures and the hawks, and my son is back there. But where am I gonna take my son? What, to here?
Hey,
Baldur's
guys?
Gate? Where there's cultists who eat
Yeah,
people?
guys? Um, is everything okay?
Yeah,
Actually, don't answer
everything's...
that. Don't
She
answer
put the
that. Don't
cheese
answer
in the
that.
bag.
Oh, okay. Well, Olin checked the other room between here and 5, I think. Or the place where the thing was. I don't know why I'm numbering them. Then there was like a base room. So we're going to go check number 10. Are you guys, the downstairs area. Did you want to join us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Olin's already walked into 10.
You better hurry up then.
He's just walking.
Marty is going to like jog.
No.
Olin, wait for the group.
Olin.
We have to go both upstairs and downstairs all together.
You talk cheese. I thought just go check.
No.
Mm.
Olin.
Ah.
I
Rule
literally
number 2.
I literally sat there and explained the rules, and then
No.
earlier today, don't interrupt me while I am talking. Earlier, I also told you that you have to keep us updated on where you go.
Did you?
What is it
I
about
was
you that you just decide to go off and not inform us? Do you want to get on with it? That isn't about it. That is not. Even if you're with him, he's still not telling us things.
You said no go upstairs without group. That's downstairs.
Olin, I know you're not fucking stupid. I'm not either.
Ah,
Don't be cute with me.
I'm just listening.
We probably should head downstairs. So.
I would like to be informed of what you're up to, Olin, especially when we're working together as a crew. I'm going to nip this behavior right now in the bud, okay? You gotta tell us when you're doing things.
He'll step to the side and offer you the door.
No. Are you gonna start telling us things?
I'm waiting for you all.
Are you going to start telling us things?
Ah,
Okay. Thank you, Olin. Please, take the lead.
walk in.
All right. This is a fairly empty chamber. It seems as though it may have been intended to be a secondary pantry, but there is no additional storage or anything like that. It is just really a set of stairs down, and that's it.
It doesn't really go anywhere.
Aside from stairs down, no. But there. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that it is not a staircase. It is a room featuring a set of stairs down. But there is no additional
Okay.
furniture or things like that. It's very obviously a disused room.
I'm still not following.
The room has nothing in it except for a stairway going down. It is not a stairwell. It is a room with stairs in it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't finish they didn't do a basement. They just had stairs for a basement.
But basically, what I was saying is that you could probably theorize that this was intended to be a secondary pantry, but it has never been used as such.
Okay. Alright, let's take a group vote. Do we think anything's in here? Like, we don't have to check for secret rooms or anything?
No.
I can give it a once over, but I don't think we'll find anything.
Yeah, but why don't you and Olin give it a look over? If there's layers of dust, don't even bother. Like, if there's carpet of dust, then yeah, nobody's been using it for a hideout.
Owen will just stand in the middle and look.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Marty will look around as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Perception
that's-
or investigation, your choice.
That's so much fucking better. Finally.
Finally.
21.
Hey,
21.
God damn.
and that is a 7 + 4 for investigation on my part. So
11.
Mhm.
So, Olin, you are able to discern the fact that despite that this room is empty, there has been foot traffic and things like that through it. It kind of has a moist updraft
That's
from
true.
up the stairs. There is certainly a sort of dankness coming from down below, but otherwise the chamber is empty. And Marty, you kind of come to very similar.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like anything. Um, but like while they're sort of like alone down here, Mario will sort of like lean over a little bit and say, "Are you all right? That was pretty hefty on Jeremina."
That to me?
Yes.
Apologize. I thought it was to Jeremina for a second.
Oh no, no, no.
I'm. He looks at Jeremina that's like right there. I'm fine.
Okay. Uh, she'll kind of say in Dwarvish, like, she was talking about cheese a lot, though. And we'll head up.
Okay, so what we figured out is that there's a lot more food here for people than we expected, but nothing in here indicates where it's going. Okay. What do we have so far on the first floor? There's a disused pantry, but pantry that they have here is overstocked for what is a supporting staff of 3 people, 2 noblemen, but we do know that they have a visitor that they were told not to interface with.
Yeah.
We've also got blood on the tray.
And blood on the tray. Which, again, it weren't splatter, it was dripping.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a lot of high in protein stuff.
Breakfast foods.
Breakfast foods. Maybe it's like a ball spawn thing?
Well, I am from Shield. Sema.
Oh, would you stop that?
Well, sometimes you don't respond when I ask. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. So you noted that I was from Avernus. Is high protein diets like an Avernus ball spawn thing? Like an infernal thing? Like...
Oh, well, I mean, for some devils or demons, certain high protein is a thing, I would say. Those with more strength or constitution, focus may engage in taking on but no, it's not.
Alright, so they said... No. Their diets are just as varied. People such as me, descended from, high con, high strength guys might do it, but that's more of a... So no, not strictly speaking, it is not a ball spawn thing.
Okay. It definitely sounds like they tend to bulk up then. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, she's still here.
Oh, thank God. My
What?
Wi-Fi's been like jittery. Like it sounds like they bulk up though.
Did I?
Like on all the protein. No, not like Boswell in general, but like these people, the Van Thampers.
I don't
Like-
know. Not even their stable master looked big.
No, I mean like the Van Thampers, like the actual Van Thampers. Because it's all breakfast food. It's all protein.
Okay, I gotta
Did we
ask
ever see Amric? What did he look like?
You guys.
Yeah, we
You
saw
Oh,
guys-
and we did see Mortlock. He's a fucking like wall.
Big boy.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're sending him cheese.
I believe you guys did see fleeting glances of Amric. I don't believe you
Mhm.
guys ever saw like a full like. But
No, we saw him desk up because I went in about a money loan, and he was
yes.
like, "No, you don't. Get away."
Okay, yeah, no. He's strong and built, but not like Mortlock. Like he's not a wall. If anything, he's like slightly more on the built side of lead. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, and interesting because Mortlock's like, not to appropriate terms from maybe Olin. He's kind of a bear, but Amric was more of like, I don't really think he has a lot of body hair. I would say more of like a twunk. I think that's the word, right? Twunk.
I think
Because
so,
otter
yeah.
men have to have hair.
But okay.
What do
Anyways.
you know about this, Marty?
I live in Baldur's Gate. Have you seen like half the guys around here? Anyways, and I'm like dwarvish. We hear this is like common. Anyways,
There's like two
Most wolves are
dwarvish
considered
people-
bears.
mhm.
No, where are all of the dwarvish men here? I would like to know.
Never mind.
No, can you introduce
It-
me?
You've got enough men and women you're going after, Jeremina. We don't need any more.
Yeah, let's focus.
And also, we have an investigation we're still doing.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I'll talk about
Doesn't
Later.
matter.
but so we've pretty much cleared the ground floor.
Yes.
We have weird happenings going on. Maybe there'll be answers upstairs.
Yeah, but I mean, they're housing people, providing for people more than we think. Why?
Or maybe she just eats a lot more than the rest of the group is letting on.
No, nobody could eat this much.
Maybe
Sasha-
not.
Well, if she was responsible for
Mortal.
cult activity, then it could be that she was trying to feed a lot of the members.
But I mean, I feel like there's better ways to do that, like through the meat curtain, or other. Like this is her house that doesn't get a lot of visitors. The
Maybe.
stable master don't transport this. I mean, obviously from me, unless they have a bag of holding, they're not bringing a wheel of cheese out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They've got a passage in this house, or it's on the property.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. I definitely think we've covered that that there's something else going on based on the different conversations we had with the servants.
Yeah.
So there's probably something going on.
And it's up there, most certainly.
Most certainly. My
Okay.
guess is that she's odd in some way that involves eating a lot of protein. But we'll find out. That's my guess. But everyone upstairs?
Let's,
Yes.
how are we gonna tackle the upstairs? Because we didn't really tack the downstairs in a really uniformed way, but I don't want to skip anything upstairs.
Well, depending on how many rooms are upstairs, we would have to split up in some way. Write down what we find, anything interesting, and then afterwards go in and do some detail stuff.
Well, I think we should all split up. Go into rooms that we can all keep eyesight within. We do a basic scan. And then yeah, we tackle it then as a group. However, Olin,
Yeah.
you have the most experience with this. What do you think?
I'm just following lead.
Okay, no special input. What would make your job looking around easier?
Tell me where you want me to look.
Do
Okay.
I have someone to give me some help?
All right.
Well, Lucas and I both can look for magic items now. Maybe we can. Each of us is
That
on a different pair.
that's smart. Yeah,
Wait.
let's. Do you want to do that right now down here?
Yes, I just thought
yeah,
of it. The vase room, the dining room, and the kitchen would probably be the best spaces to
I mean,
conduct that.
And maybe
I think if you walk
downstairs.
quickly, you can make the whole space.
No, yeah, but those are specific areas of interest.
10 minutes with a 30-foot radius or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We have time.
Yeah,
And
we
we
got
have
time.
the spell slots.
Well, yeah, just ritual cast detect magic. We
Yeah,
have
that
like,
was it.
all
Ritual
the time
cast.
in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly,
Cool.
depending on how the house is, you could probably get the second floor from just down here too, because 30 feet.
So let's see. Actually, if we
Mari-
wanted to do that, we could have Silkes posted up on one side and then Marty posted up on the other and basically get the whole first floor.
Well, yeah,
Makes
but with 10 minutes, you don't need that long to just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got.
While Marty and Silkes are ritual casting detect magic, I think Jeremina is going through the grueling process of getting all of the bodies out of the downstairs. And like outside.
Okay. That's easy enough.
And to flavor Marty's detect magic ritual, she pulls out a little notebook of various runes and etc. that she has collected through her time, and is like basically studying it and looking it over, making sure she knows all the stuff. And
Okay.
all that.
Silkez, are you ritual casting as well?
He is.
Okay.
The way he does it is by taking out a compact and basically tracing it over the doorways
Okay.
and entranceways.
So as all this is happening, and Jeremina is starting to lay out the lay out the victims outside, both of you, through whichever means it is, whether it be runes that you see on the ceiling, Marty, or sort of a aura that you're able to see when you try to um, cast it over a door, Silkez, is that when you look up, there is a flat ceiling to your detect magic. It just ends at the roof above you and presumably the floor of the home above.
What number?
Huh.
The entire thing. So
Oh,
just there is
shit.
like a wall of
The
inability to penetrate to the second floor, for lack of.
Huh.
Marty,
Yeah, the runes around the tops of the walls. They're the entire. This was the place that Jenna went.
that's right.
I'm going
Right.
to
Marty, that
What
is
do you-
brilliant deduction.
What?
The entire upstairs is
Anti-magic.
anti-magic. You see there's if you look close at the
Marty's are more visual.
there are runes. If you look closely at the what's it called when it's like the ceiling like boarding stuff at the very top, there's like a thin line of runes right across the top. It's very hard to see, but it's there, and it's basically like a part of like some sort of like anti-magic field that's like over like the entire second floor.
Okay. Okay.
That's so
Magic hand by my sand. Magic hand. She's gonna walk upstairs, keeping it in front of her.
Okay.
I'm going upstairs.
Oh, that's wait for us.
Jeremina, wait for us,
Rule
please.
number 2.
Waiting.
As you begin walking up over the stairs, doing your best to avoid the now very sticky piles of semi-coagulated blood. And as you turn the corner and step up, as though to walk up to the second floor, you see the hand dissipate in front of you.
Jeremina, of course, waits for them to get up the stairs with her.
83, wait here.
And as she will, like, get to the second to last step, and holding her hands out like this, and she's got the, like, magic hand, doing, like, a little flourish, like, swimming behind her. Take a step back, shuffle backwards, and... holy shit.
Silkez will be right behind Jeremina, so she'll bump into him and he'll be like, "You didn't wait for us."
Well, she was going upstairs.
Exactly. She didn't wait for them at the base of the stairs so they could all go up together.
So how could she bump into him when she
No,
goes
like-
upstairs?
No, if she's going upstairs, they're following her as she's, like, after she's started going upstairs. And then when she backs up, Silkez is going to be on the step that she, like, backs down. Because you said she backs up after a couple steps after she gets to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, like, into the top of this. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I've mentioned that before. Ooh. Yeah, anyways, this whole place is a anti-magic field, which... not great? I'm assuming that's not great. Is that expensive?
Extremely.
Yeah.
And-
like...
I'm assuming this is what ruined Joe's arm.
Because Jeddo
Like-
did lose an arm trying to break into somewhere, and I'd assume that this is it.
Yep, and I mean, Olin went into another one of the Duke houses, and they didn't have a space like this. Anything like this. At least not that we're aware of. I didn't check. But yeah, like after she says, she's like, "Well, I guess we didn't really check." But this is impressive. Like this is probably where Joe's arm got fucked up. If he was looking for information about the, anyways, which means that this probably wasn't Joe. Another mark against him, which we already knew that. But Marty will take off her will like remove like her cardigan, take off her mind sharpener, like toss it down to EV3, and then put her cardigan back on.
Right.
Is it going like through the? Is it going?
Are
through
you
the,
swinging the shield through the
Yeah.
precipice of the anti-magic field? Is that what
Yes.
you're... Quick! You... Stop! That... Oh! So... Uncomfortable... Ah! Ooh. Hmm.
You're going to make the poor thing puke.
That's fine. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me just... No, I gotta be nice. I've already been kind of a big bitch today. Eva 3, can you hold this? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everybody, for being a big bitch. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna learn my lesson. But everyone looks upset at me, and I can't handle that. I have a very emotionally weak constitution. You don't have to forgive me. I at least wanted to acknowledge that I made things weird.
We recognize that you were trying to be aware of Olin's safety, but that also means you have to be wary of your own safety.
Okay. Then
You mean stuff to us, Jeremina.
what?
And
You gotta. What?
You mean stuff to us, Jeremina. We want you to not get killed by weird traps, magic traps, too. Or non-magic traps in this case.
Are you guilt tripping me?
Just a little bit. Is it working?
No, I physically cannot be guilt tripped.
and also,
And also, I mean it.
I personally do not want to hear that kind of language thrown around in the group.
What language?
The language you threw at Olin.
Being direct with him?
There's a difference between being direct and, as you said, being a bitch. I felt as if that was unwarranted, even if you were upset. I don't want to have that kind of energy within a group. So if there are, or is, ire, handle it.
Okay. No promises on next time, but I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you. Shall we go up?
We're already up.
Yeah, we
Oh.
are.
Marty.
Oh, excellent. So as that conversation ends, the camera pans slightly to the
Wait,
right.
Mark was going to say something.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to see, because he understands anti-magic, he kind of understands that concept.
Sure.
Can he hear Eula in the dagger?
No.
Okay. He's definitely looking.
All right.
Do you want to leave your dagger with EV3?
No.
Okay.
Camera pans slowly to the right after the conversation ends. Olin's demeanor changing, and there is just a prone body halfway out of room 12, just sort of laying on its side, its face away from you, just sort of prone. And that is where we will take a quick break before we go into exploring the upstairs of the Van Thing.
Damn. All right.
Oh boy.
Give us a little bit of time, and we'll be right back.
The sleepy members of Dyson Dynamics certainly weren't prepared for what they would find on the second floor. This is Dyson Dynamics.
That it is. Brought to you by our friends at Big Chair, who still haven't sent me a chair to sit in, and that is why I'm still sitting here on the floor. Last we left our heroes, they had just finished their assessment of the first floor of Van Thamper Manor and the crime that had been committed there. Upon ascending the stairs and through some careful inspection of the ceiling of the first floor, they were able to determine that, to a lesser or greater extent, there was indeed a anti-magic field on the second floor of the Van Thamper Manor. And as they ascended the stairs, engaging in their quarrels, they discovered a body, or there is a body near them, sprawled out, exiting a room just across what would be on the map, room 12, a body just sort of in the midst of the doorframe, facing away from them, lifeless on the ground. And that is where we'll pick up. So you guys are on the landing, which is labeled as 11, I believe, here. So obviously there is that hallway that has a 2 additional rooms, and then there is just across from you a door, which is very clearly to the outside. It has the same leaded wavy glass that you have seen in other doorways that lead to the exterior. And then to your left, there is another very finely crafted, hand-hewn, beautiful-looking door that is closed.
The entire second floor's anti-magic, but they're cultists. That guy...
It means that the ball spawn can't turn on you. Or the leader of the cult can't turn on you.
Poison and knife still work.
It must
we
be
did
very
see how
specific.
Jeddo's arm is affected. Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, I was going to say it must be because if someone either like Jeddo or more magically inclined ever tried to attack the place, then Van Thamper has a safety net.
Clearly it didn't fucking work.
Clearly it didn't work, but it was safety net.
Yeah, which, I mean, to be fair, like, who would be able to cause such, like, an amount of damage, like, even without magic? Like, this is impressive.
This
These
is
are
very
hot.
impressive.
I mean,
I
I guess
feel-
it depends. Maybe.
Yeah,
Like, not to, like, sexualize a mass murderer. But also, I mean, I guess we kind of all are now.
the sufficient and direct, I feel like they're a bit
We've
too
all-
much like me for me to be attracted to them.
That I get. Owen, you already drew the daggers. Okay, I'm gonna...
Do you want to look at the body?
Yeah, I want to look at the body. I want to know if the body was caught unprepared.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's weird that he's in the doorway because all them bodies were on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Jermina's gonna walk over. Ugh. What's the face look like?
Okay. So as you walk over to the body from sort of area 11 to area 12, you turn the body over, and as it sort of turns over, it is a very spindly, frail-looking man, and as the head turns over, it's one of the eyes is sort of open and looking up at you, lifeless, and then the other eye has been unceremoniously replaced with a crystalline rose. So the head is essentially a brown eye looking up at you, and then just this mass of crystalline rose on the other side, sort of staring up at you.
Marty, stop looking over my shoulder. Back up. You do not want to see this.
Sorry. Well,
Okay,
I
Marty, can you plug your ears also? And turn around. The crystalline rose is still in really good condition. So
Just the noise of like muscle and bone tearing. Oh.
It has viscera on it.
prestidigitate.
Whoop.
Oh wait, oh, fuck.
It drips.
I'm sorry. Okay,
think.
I gotta shake it off. Sorry, I gotta.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Okay.
There's just splatter going everywhere, and Silkas and Olin are like next to the stairs watching this.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Okay. Can you? Marty,
Silkas puts on his gloves and walks over.
Marty, can you get Marty's attention?
Oh,
Hi,
is that okay?
baby. Yeah, we're
Hey,
all
what's up?
good. Don't worry about the blood,
I mean,
and don't worry about the viscera. Oh, shit.
you put that in.
I was
There's
going
cheese in
to
there.
take that. No, the cheese is in the bag.
Oh, good. That's not bad.
I wanted the crystalline rose.
No,
I was going to hold it for you, so that way you didn't have to get.
But you
Blood.
got your nice gloves on.
They're meant to touch gross things.
Oh,
It's fine.
I put it all up in my blazer for nothing. It's soaking into my skin.
I put the gloves on so that way I would be able to handle it. These have been treated recently, so it would have been fine.
Sorry.
I'm sorry you had to put that in your shirt.
No, it's fine. There's been worse things on my clothes.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, there's been worse things on them too.
Somewhere Jarax was like, yeah.
God, yeah. I miss the Jaraxel interludes of. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, whoever killed this guy, was he killed in any? Are there any? Does he got arrows, stab wounds?
Yeah, he was tuxedo masked through the face with that crystalline rose.
This is. Someone really hated this guy.
Or this is all they had.
Okay, let me run through questions. Did Van Thampa owe anyone money?
No. I don't think so.
Maybe.
Van Thampa had a target being the cult leader, in this case. That's the biggest one. Did Van Thampa... Sorry, what the fuck was that accent? Was one of Van Thampa's children betrothed to somebody that somebody might not have liked?
What about... Okay, we know Amric wasn't married. We know Thirstwell couldn't be. Edmerton died on a travel trip several months ago.
What?
That's a little weird. Not to mention Mortlock, who isn't mentioned. Okay, so no, they couldn't have owed money, because Amric's the loan shark.
Yeah.
So, money loaning, not an issue. So it's not that. 2, none of the servants noted hostilities. So I don't think they were worried about, like, they weren't aware of any problems.
I mean, she was vying to be the next Grand Duke.
But that...
So's everybody else.
The rose on the face?
Well, not that necessarily, but if because they were about to put out a we did block that apparently very truthful article about how she was connected to the Cult of the Dead 3.
Yeah, but that was through Zodge.
Yeah.
That was Visage.
I
Um,
And plus, this doesn't. I mean, what? What was our point of entry that we found downstairs? One through a window. If this was if this was a hit on a house of Van Thamper, I mean, you'd make it bigger, right? You wouldn't let anybody get out. You would have killed the servants, and you would have killed the guards, and you would have killed them people, right?
So he's saying this is more of a statement.
Is it?
or maybe just a way to, get through the
Well,
or to kill the Van Thampers. Because if they left the servants alive, they weren't going for everyone. They were just going for the people in the way.
Right, but they're associated with the Van Thampers. I mean, if I was going
Then-
out to hit the Van Thampers, I would just kill everybody. Especially if I didn't want it linked back, right? Like if I was a duke killing another duke, I don't want any witnesses.
Yeah.
the only reason I think that there is a small chance that this could be somewhat of a statement is because beforehand, nobody has really known or been able to fully explain what these roses do. Right?
Mhm.
And so it's been more underground. If, the Flaming Fist, a very, what's the word? Prolific? That's not right, but it's close enough. If a very prolific police force comes in and they investigate and they see the rose in the house of
But-
a duke of all
To be-
things.
To be fair, though, you've been walking around with a crystalline rose in your lapel for a little while. No one's considered it a cult thing before.
Which is why it could also be
But why would Thirstwell is dead? Why would you put a rose in what? A paramilitary force body member? Someone that I couldn't name. I'm sure when we find Van Thamper, she's not going to know.
No,
who the
this
hell
this
guy
is Thurston. This
yeah.
is Thurston.
Yeah.
Oh, this is him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
This
Okay.
is
This
you're
is
standing
Thurston.
above the body of Thirstwell.
Yeah, this is Thurston.
Oh, damn. Okay.
He's
That's-
spindly,
No, it's
he's spindly, he looks sickly.
Yeah. No, Beauty is correct.
Yeah.
No, I know that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Jeremina doesn't. Like,
Oh.
she thought he was dead on a balcony. That's
Yeah,
what we
that
got
was under the
told.
impression he was dead on a balcony too, but after
Well,
the
not-
description, Jason.
Under the impression, that is
Yeah.
what we were told, is that he
Yeah.
was dead on a balcony.
Yeah.
So the balcony door is the doorway between 11 and 15, and the doorway that you found him in is the doorway from 12 to 11.
So he was on the balcony. He realized shit was going down. Tried to get to 12. Failed to.
Okay, so but the thing is, Jason, you made it sound like he was dead on the balcony, like he
Yeah,
got attacked
Like,
on the
no,
balcony.
my notes say that he was, like, the guard
On-
said
yeah.
that he was dead on a balcony upstairs.
Then
Which isn't not meant to.
Yeah. No, I'm just clarifying the position of everything.
Yeah.
That's where the balcony is. That's where the body is.
Okay, so
I'm going to
switch
keep
it up.
with Jeremina's misinformation because that's what she was told.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
keep
Sorry.
it. But yeah, I mean, this is just some guard. If I wanted to make a statement, I'd put it on Thirstwell's body.
well, is this a god? What is the body dressed like? Because I'm gonna say that Silkus is also he's dead on the balcony.
He's wearing a very simple linen robe.
All the guards we've seen up to this point have, the imagery on them and at least some armor. This is bedclothes.
But I mean, maybe he was.
Jeremina, would you... Marty, come with me. Let's check the balcony really quick.
we'll do. Marty will go and check the balcony. What's up?
Can Olin just inspect door 16 to see if there's any tampering? He's not going in, he's not touching it. He just wants to see if there's any tampering or any kind of move.
Okay, make a investigation check.
He's still standing there because
Yeah.
Fuck. 5.
Sorry,
Okay.
Reggie.
You can tell that the door is unlocked because it is slightly ajar. But other than that, you're not able to discern much from it.
Okay. He does have a passive perception. 15. Just in case.
You'd garner the same information with
Yeah.
that passive.
I'm just saying in general because Olin doesn't trust anything up here.
Yeah.
Valid.
All
All right.
Olin still stays by the stairs though.
Okay. And then Jeremy
just-
and you guys are going out to the balcony?
No, Marty and
Marty
Silkez are just peeking out to the balcony to see if there's anything there.
Okay.
Yeah, Jermina is by the body.
Okay, sure. You guys look out onto the balcony. You see that there is first off, a lovely view of the wall surrounding Baldur's Gate, with sort of just the ridge line of some of the mountains that sort of encircle the city, just beyond it, and there's also one other door out here, which is also slightly ajar.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, a view to begin with.
hold on. Marty, there's no body out here.
There. Yeah.
That's
there's-
Thurston.
Oh, no. Oh. Ah. Well, maybe you're right about the symbol then?
Silkez will lean back in the door and just give like a slow nod to Jeremina.
Jermina is not looking at him. She has officially knelt beside the body and is pulling it into her lap.
Jeremina. It is.
But look at him. He's got no meat on his bones.
Yeah.
He's got pock marks all on his face.
Yeah.
But
Why
would someone why would someone brain him? I mean, he didn't. What was he going to do?
Maybe he was the boss.
But look at him. Look at his arms. What was this going to do? This isn't like Mortlock or Jeto. But he still smells sick. He still smells like medicine.
Marty kind of takes a step forward and places a hand on
Don't.
Jeremy's.
What do you... Sorry.
She'll place a hand on her shoulder if she allows. And it's really rough. It's really bad. But what we can do for him is find out who did this, right?
I don't... It's
the act of it.
I don't want to do anything for him. I know he was a cultist, but his mom just left him here.
Oh, I
He's in his bathrobe. He's in his morning robe, and someone gouged out his eye with a rose, and his mom left him.
Some moms are like that. You're a better mom than her. I don't know.
Don't. It's not about that. I know I am. I don't need to be comforted. I just... Fuck his mom. God. Okay. She'll get up and she'll just like let the body roll off of her lap and she'll like dust her pants leg off. Fuck, who could do that? Damn. At least when EV3 does it, she like brutalizes them, right? I mean, she gets them so bad that it can't be personal, right? You know?
But this was personal.
Someone,
Maybe.
how could you hate that? Look at him. He's pathetic and weak, and he still smells like cough syrup. Sorry, I brought down the mood again. I'm sorry.
No, this one's deserved. This one's very much deserved.
Yeah. Well,
It is very
Marnie sort of just looks over the body again. Do we want to check his room then?
Yeah, I think that's good. He's probably got valuables in it. Or maybe not. Maybe he lived, like, I don't know, a fucking monk because his mom hated him. I hope she's dead. No, I take that back. I hope she's dying so I can kill her. Okay, that's making me feel better.
Just think about how you'll brain her
Owen.
mom later.
Silk has...
Where's Owen?
Owen's
He's
looking at
right
the
by
door.
the door. He's right at the stairs.
He just waves.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
there was a door ajar on the balcony. There's like a door out to the balcony that was ajar.
Olin goes, this one too.
What?
He'll put his knife on the door and gently push it so you see it opens a little.
Why is the floor downstairs?
In the middle of it, Silkas is going to walk over to the body and just kind of look at it and like take in the medicinal smells, and he's just going to very gently kneel next to it, close the eye, both of them, even though the eyelid on the second one will just like sink in. And then just position his body very delicately so it looks like he's sleeping.
Okay. Easy enough.
Anyways, why is the scene downstairs so visceral and upsetting? But this is the only sign of mess.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, nowhere else was ajar. Like, not like this.
well, they did say there was a commotion, and the person apparently got to the second floor, fighting off everyone on the stairs after killing everyone on the first floor, so it's possible by the time that they got up here, there weren't any bodies left. Except for Thurston and Van Thamper, who is missing.
Okay, well, let's go room by room. Let's start just ripping these suckers. How good do you think their thread count is on their sheet?
Or at least 1,000, I bet.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
technically, you can't really get anywhere above like 600. Anything other than that is a scam bonus.
No, have you gone, like, to the Underdark hotels? They've got weaving that's so good you can pull it through a ring.
Well, I've never really visited any relatives down that way.
There
So,
are...
not really.
I can...
Like, my grandmother's sheets are very nice.
I can speak from experience. You would think spider silk would be sticky, but they breed very specific spiders to make sheets out of.
Oh my god, with the money that we're getting, no, I'm making you get 1,200 third count sheets. It is unbelievable.
Duly noted. Do we want to check out the Thurston's room, or did we want to go with the Ajar room first?
Let's go with Thurston's room.
Yeah, let's go with Thurston's room first. Jermina is going to step over the body. She's going to point inwards and she's going to say, oh, I'm going in Thurston. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I'm going into Thurston's room. I was going to try to make my voice big, but that didn't. I'm going in here.
We're going into Thurston's room.
We're going into Thurston's room.
Specifically.
All right, and you do so. So, inside of this room, it is a fairly simple chamber. The bed is clearly intended for one lonely soul. There is a chest at the foot of the bed, which is open, and it is adjacent to a fireplace, which, unlike the fireplace downstairs that was prepped for a burn, this particular fireplace has burned out. And in addition to that, there is sort of a bookshelf kitty-cornered in the room that appears to have been sort of picked apart, and at its foot there are books open and sort of folded in on themselves, dog-eared, things like that. As far as art on the walls goes, it's fairly sparse, mostly things that you would sort of consider to be pedestrian, nothing specific. Portraiture, things like that. Nothing that stands out.
Jermina is going to check the chest.
Okay. Approaching the chest and peering inside of it.
Did y'all make note of them books?
I was about to go look at them.
Why would the only at-home son have art like that? That is art I'd have in my house. That is...
So, as you peer inside the chest at the foot of the bed, there are a number of things. It seems as though he was using it as a bit of a hope chest. There are sort of heavy blankets, winter wear, things that have been prepped for the sort of the upcoming cold. And then on top of that, there is a box inside of the chest. And the box inside of the chest is also open. And then, as you look inside of the box inside of the chest, there is an indentation. A square indentation. But it is a void. There is nothing there. So, there was a separate box inside of the chest. And there was something in it that made a square indentation. And it is now gone.
One, we're totally taking these heavy blankets of this winter gear.
Oh, absolutely.
This is really nice. We cannot let this go to waste. Two... Fuck, do I have a box around me? Two, what in Sam Hain makes this indentation?
Pictrant? A box inside of a box. An icon. Cult icon of some kind.
Oh, there, we're getting somewhere with that.
A cube?
A cube?
A cube?
I feel like that's something that like someone else would worry about, but not us. But you know.
Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take out like a square coin and put it in, see like the size relevance.
So as you sort of size up the approximate size, it is probably about 4 inches by 4 inches.
Really small.
So it is like a physical holdable object, almost the size of a baseball, except square.
A square.
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's cube.
Great, yes. Actually, absolutely. Rubik's Cube.
The Rubik's Cube of the devil.
Yeah.
Which is just a
Yeah.
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
Yeah, you got a point. Like a cube.
Mhm.
Weird.
Yeah.
Go check out them books.
Sure.
Now I'm getting kind of worried.
Yes. Let's check it out.
Olin, you recognize the language that was down in the cult area. Do you want to come check this with us?
Okay, now that Olin has a chance, before he went to the doorway. He was going to check the doors of 14 and 13 to see if they're ajar or been tampered with.
Okay. 14 is closed. And so 14 is closed, but looks as though it has been closed for a while. And then 13 is closed, but looks as though there's sort of some motion back and forth. Like you don't see dust on the door.
Okay. And then he would, while they were doing everything, he would just be standing at the doorway. And then here's Marty. I can check.
Alright.
He'll come over and start looking at the books and seeing if he understands it.
Actually, while they're doing that, Silkas is going to check the fire and see if there's anything that was attempted to be burned.
Okay. Make a investigation check, and Olin, make a Arcana check.
With help from Marty?
Sure.
Fucking
Investigation check.
Arcana -1. Let's go.
Oh,
lads.
God.
Whoop!
Okay, that's a. Oh wait, with a help. Okay,
Mm-hmm. With help.
that's good because 17.
Okay.
Yo, nice.
And that's a
And,
9 from me, Captain.
All right. So, looking into the embers of the fire, Silk, as you aren't really able to discern if anything was burned or disposed of there, it just kind of looks like fireplace ash to you. Olin, looking over the books and with Marty's assistance, you're definitely able to discern that it seems as though Thurswell was studying something of an arcane nature, but also of an infernal nature. It is certainly something of the hells that he was studying. All of these tomes, they're not circling back to the. They're not circling back in the same way as the things you saw in the cult dungeon. They're older tomes focusing on the puzzles of the devils, the puzzles of the demons, things like that. So it would seem as though they're distinct. They're certainly two separate sets of arcane study that were.
And what language is it? Is he actually understanding the language or no?
It's all in common.
Oh.
Yeah. It's either this guy's transcribed notes or he's gotten these books from someplace unscrupulous.
Knowing, I would assume knowing at least just that tieflings are infernal. They'll look at Jeremina and go, you probably understand better than me.
Are you typecasting me, Olin?
Hells.
What? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, it's all on, like, infernal magic.
I don't know anything about infernal magic.
I'm
fucking with you guys again. I do. I'm
If you
sorry.
waited an extra second, he was literally just gonna go give it to Silkaz. Like you were a half second off from Olin.
Silkas definitely doesn't know jack shit about infernal magic.
Y'all do magic. Olin does stabby.
Olin gives it to Silkaz, and Silkaz gives it to Jeremina. Yeah.
And Marty's like, I can look at. I can. Well,
These are mine.
they might be useful. Like, to find out about, like, the information. Oh my god. It might be helpful to find out the information that they're, like, studying, see what they're up to, you know?
Yeah, that's why I have them.
So we can pore over them in more detail later.
Besides, my
Yeah.
grandma might be in here.
I just
Technically,
am
my mom.
I'm not
Did you
going
guys know I was
to.
an immaculate conception?
Ah,
I did not.
I didn't realize that was. I I was just thinking because I had the most.
I bet the abstinence
Hard.
education they have in Luskin absolutely hated you.
You're the 99. You're the 1% they warned you about.
No, literally. Well, my parents are running up from the Underdark, and they're like, "Hey, can you help?" So they make a deal and all of that. And then, of course, it's like your firstborn child, right? And well, my mom was my mama, and my dad's gay. So like, they didn't think anything was gonna happen. Yeah, sure enough, a week into running out of the Underdark, pregnant.
Olin's going to walk into the hallway, still in
Yeah.
view, but going to see if there's any weird things or any changes that has happened.
Also,
Yeah.
I didn't find anything in the fire. It just seems to have naturally burnt out.
And I was just thinking along the lines of well, actually, I don't know what you know about. I was thinking because I do the most book arcane book with like books kind of stuff. But that makes sense. That makes sense.
I read. You do know that, right? Like I do read.
No, I,
Like more than trashy novels. Like I do have a
well, I
little
was
bit of a scholar in me.
oh, okay.
I mean, you did one night, but
I don't know. Listen, we've only known each other for like what, like a week now? Like,
yeah,
but
it's almost been a
okay.
week.
Yeah, wow. And we've already killed people together.
Holy fuck, really?
Olin from the hallway. Jesus, man, fuck. Jesus exists where you're from, Olin.
Felt like it felt like almost a month.
Almost
Shut up.
only a month.
So, other rooms?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. A dar drawer.
So we figured out that behind door number 14 is nothing because it's closed, but is door number 13 open?
So 14 was the one that was kind of seemed like it was in disservice.
Mhm.
13 was the one that seemed as though it had been accessed recently, per Olin's recollection.
All right.
Do
We want out of character for the sake of time? Do we want to do a general like look over of 13 and 14? Do a proper investigation of the master bedroom and of 17?
I
Sounds good
guess
to me.
so. I have to do something to hunt for a skill check. Because I've got an inspiration I don't want to go to waste.
Then I think it would be good in the master bedroom.
Jermina's gonna walk out, and she's gonna say, Should I try and talk to Jacques again? I know he couldn't look at me. But I am kind of missing him. A little bit.
It was interesting, the night that I went over to discuss the book with him, because he was awkward for the first half of it, as if he was expecting me to bring you up, but then once I, showed I was there to discuss the book, he just seemed to continue on. So I think it's at your discretion.
Okay, I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you guys why he doesn't exactly want to. Why you couldn't look at me.
I'm also picturing Jacques. Jacques is just sitting there with Silkes sitting on his desk, and he's like, do I talk about Jeremina, or is Silkes here for the same reason? What the fuck is happening right now?
Anyways, it can strike at any time. Just never think you're safe. Olin, never think you're safe.
He just holds up his knife. I know.
That's right. Anyways, where's the master bedroom?
It's
I know
door.
there's the door.
Fancy door at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
The one that's ajar.
I'm gonna.
It's not a jar, it's a door.
I'm sure he's gonna push the door open to the master
maybe
bedroom.
it's a square.
Okay,
a square bottom jar. Maybe that's what.
You push the door open between area 11 and area 16, and it opens into what is not actually a master bedroom, but is instead a study. There is a desk here propped against the wall. You will also see what looks to be a finely painted changing screen, sort of standing up in the middle of the room. Adorning it is a finely painted rendition of the exterior of Baldur's Gate's walls. As you sort of look around, there is a nice rug on the floor, a cabinet which presumably has files in it, and a door leading into another chamber that is 18, as well as a door leading into what is presumably what was seen, or that area that was had the ajar door out to the balcony.
She's going to wait for everyone to come in, and then she's going to say, "This is just the study. Too, I am totally stealing that change in panel thing. That is
very pretty,
beautiful."
Are there any is there a desk in the study with like drawers and stuff? Obviously.
Yes, it has drawers and stuff.
That shit is getting investigated for locked drawers and false bottoms.
Okay.
Silkas, I'm thinking that you're starting to do secret stuff. Are you? Do we remember Rule 3?
If there's any, well, you're here.
Well, yeah, but you didn't tell me. You gotta tell me.
I'm about to do secret stuff.
Olin checks door 18.
Okay, it is locked.
Okay.
Ooh.
He'll just stand by door 18.
Okay. Silkaz, go ahead and make an investigation check as you rifle through the drawers of the study's desk.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Yo!
Tell me, how much does Silkaz know about Baldurian tax law?
That sounds like an innuendo, I'm not gonna lie.
I would say he doesn't know, well, he would know a little bit about Baldurian tax law, but that's because his husband ran a winery, and in order to properly ensure that they weren't getting ripped off and that their shipments were going through properly, he had to brush up on Baldurian tax law to continue the business.
Alright, nice. So, woof, this is a lot of Baldurian tax law. Every file and document in the sort of desk drawers are hefty amounts of tax and money documents surrounding sort of various businesses, most of them having to do with sewers, underways, cleaning, things like that, which would make sense given Duke Van Thamper's sort of particular sort of realm of responsibility that you've all come to understand. Um, Lifting up the file folders and sort of knocking along the bottoms of the desks, drawers, you don't find anything that you would believe would be sort of a secret or false bottom. But man, is there a lot of tax information in this? Few taxes, am I right?
Well, did
There's-
you find anything?
There's a lot of taxes, a lot of tax documents, a lot of file documents, things of that nature. A lot of ledgers. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of ledgers.
Do you want to do something fun, Silkers?
It depends.
Marty, Alden, can you please come over here? We are
Sure.
going to listen to Jeremina's, what's a word for when you're being mean for no reason? Like getting
Gross?
spat. Jeremina's spat lessons. Imagine. I don't know, someone who does tax laws is a cultist and you're rifling through their shit. Do you really want to inconvenience them? But you don't want to be noticeable about it. Watch this. We are going to flicker through this pile of papers. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, we're going to take that. And then we're going to... Yeah, this looks fine. That's it. You just rifle through. Every 20 pages, you take one. It's going to drive them insane. They're not going to notice for years.
Or, how you go through every 20,
Okay.
we take one, and then he splits the stack into like 4, and then
Shuffles them
redoes
Shuffles.
it, shuffles them.
like a fucking casino card dealer.
And
Fantastic.
the desk obviously has like pens and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it has it has like inkwell pens.
Jermina's gonna look over them, and she's gonna look at Marty and Olin and say, "Alright, now, see, when you look at pens like this, the nicer ones have grips on them. Those are the ones you're gonna take. Even if you know it's not their favorite pen. But they're gonna be writing a lot. Just take it."
Silkes will also memorize Van Thamper's signature.
Actually, yeah, Marty is going to do the same.
Easy enough. There are plenty iterations of her signature in these documents.
I've got 4 sheets of paper with their signatures on them. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're just looking. It's a very nice.
Well, if you have them, that makes it easier to... I can trace over them later, but for now I'm just
Yeah.
going to...
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
need to trace over it. Marty will take one of the pens and just like quick do Van Vander's signature.
Yeah. So the way that her signature works is she very much emphasizes the first letters of her name, and as it gets towards the end, it tapers off.
Oh,
Like
yeah, she has a
the
horrible.
T is big and the V is big.
Like
And
the fucking...
everything after that is just
Like the John Mulaney bit. Big ass A!
Yeah, like this is such an easy signature to forge. I mean, like you have like the big S, and then you just have to basically get the first initials right, and then after that, like basically do whatever,
My
like in the same sort of
husband
shape.
was super into
Cryptology?
Cryptography?
cryptocurrency.
I don't know, but he would say, Mina, this person has an extremely public life that they use to defend their private life.
Oh,
They have an aggrandized self-view
Oh,
that they
yes.
use to protect a shy and insecure self.
Yes, he did the study of writing and meaning.
Yeah,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the
Yeah.
proper name of it though, but
anyways, you said room 18 was locked, right? And Dolan's been standing by it.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
just standing there waiting.
German is going to turn on her heel, walk over,
Oh,
like,
no. Here
grab
it
the door, and then...
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Owen's
She has
literally just
inspiration.
leaning against the wall right next to the door and just stares at her.
Just watches her do her thing.
Yeah. He hasn't even
I
told
forgot
them
my-
that they were locked yet. He just waited.
Flappable.
Yeah, because Jeremina does not know it's locked. She's just like putting her whole body against it.
Just to look like a badass.
And we love her for that.
No, not
If
to.
you-
She just walks briskly everywhere.
Oh,
2.
You
You have an inspiration. Don't you have an inspiration?
grab the door handle, slam your body against it, and nothing happens.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jeremina, are you?
Jeremina is locked.
Oh, I have my.
Jeremina, that sounded. Ooh.
Oh.
Is your shoulder okay? Is your arm okay?
It's probably your
Ooh, that
knee.
sounded
My
like it hurt.
Is it the cheese wheels that you've turned into a brazier? Is that
The Parmesan!
Once again.
Parmesan just fucking crushed.
you
No.
hate the hard cheeses? You hate the hard cheeses
No,
when
no.
you're trying to break
It
down
was
a
the
steak.
The teacup.
My nipples hurt so bad. Oh my god. I think they absorbed all the shock.
Owen was just staring at you like, what the fuck just
Okay.
happened?
Oh, don't look at me. You don't understand. Do not make me. I will give you a program nipple right now. I will descend a type of pain upon you that will never ever again be felt.
Where did you get teacup?
Oh, downstairs.
Uh,
I stole off a plate.
uh,
Did you want one?
no, door is locked.
Oh!
Do you want me to grab my face?
Yeah, it's still locked.
Oh goodness. Olin, do you know how to pick locks?
I know how to pick locks. Olin does too.
No.
We both know how to pick locks.
Marty has tools.
Marty will grab her little side pouch.
Whoever wants, I will give you reassurance.
Olin?
I don't care.
Marty will take out her lock picks.
Jeremina is going to hover behind Marty and go, "What are you doing? What do you do with that tool? How do you make it unlock the door?" And give her the
Well-
help action by asking about every single step.
Well, this tool,
That's like a
it is used
disadvantage,
to-
honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
This tool,
Marty, you've got this. You can focus. And on top of the help action, just give her bardic inspiration.
All
so
right.
I'm rolling at
Marty has
disadvantage.
advantage and
Okay.
bardic inspiration.
Yay, okay.
Everyone wants to assist Marty. Marty can be assisted.
Thank
Me
you.
and
I love
Jason
you.
know the truth. No.
Yo,
well,
if you ever try to pick a lock when people telling you how to try to pick a lock, oh shit.
Well, no, this is Marty's chance to show off now. She's like,
Yeah,
well, this
this
is
is-
used to, this tool adds some leverage to it, and this is a, whatchamacallit, she knows the term, yada yada, such on and so forth. That is a 20 plus 6, 22, and then she'll go ahead and use her bardic inspiration, because that's what I'm going to use it for. It's a d6?
Yes.
Good job.
Oh, 6. So that is,
28.
22 plus, 28!
Okay. Well, you clear
Good job.
DC by 8. Congratulations. The door swings
It
open.
was a 20?
Yes, it was a DC 20.
Oh, shit!
But with that being said, also, I don't know if you actually know how to pick locks, but take
She
the
does.
inspiration for knowing that tension is involved.
I did. I want to learn. It's on my list of things to get. But, hey, great.
So, the door swings open into room 18. What you see across from you is a fireplace with a burnt fire. So, unlike the fireplace in the dining room, the fireplace here has been burnt down. Just to the left of the fireplace is a regal-looking clawfoot bathtub that doesn't have any sort of plumbing to it.
No,
so
you can't put that in your fucking jacket.
It presumably would have to be like fed via buckets. And just sort of kitty cornered off of that is another one of those beautiful hand painted screens, though the image is very compacted, sort of tucked around the bathtub. You can't really quite make clear what it exactly is that is on the screen. To your right is a large bed, which is disrupted. It's not as well made as those beds in room 7 that the help had maintained. It appeared to have been sort of turned up and just sort of, generally speaking, used, slept in. And then off to your left is the upper chamber, as it were, of the dumbwaiter. You can see that the door is open, so it's sort of in the down position, and you can see the ropes of the dumbwaiter's elevator as it is below you in the kitchen that you saw before. And before it is the scattered remnants of a very protein-heavy breakfast.
Jermina is going to turn to the others, and she's going to say, take a look around, take a good mental image of the room in front of you. Actually, you know what? And she's going to very quickly and messily sketch out, like, what she sees. Okay, we got the clawfoot, we got that folded thing, then we got that bed, and it's a little disrupted, and then we got that dumb raider, and then it's, yeah. Okay, and then that's that door. Okay, perfect. And starting with the tub, she's going to methodically turn over every single thing she comes across. She's flipping the mattress, she's tearing the sheets off the bed, she's checking under, she's like going to lift the tub to look under it, she's going to pull out the changing panel, like to look at the image. The whole room is getting tossed.
Okay, cool. As you do that,
is assisting.
Cool. Yeah. As you do that, you do so. You don't find much. There's the occasional sort of loose or errant copper piece under the bed, or sort of stocking or something. There's nothing incriminating that you're able to find around the room. When you extend the changing screen out, what you find is the image of a city with a luminescent orb floating above it. And yeah,
This is Elturel.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, it's pretty impressive that they managed to
Why
get
does
that on
she
a changing
have-
screen.
Yeah, why does she have a panel of Elturel? This
No,
is...
maybe she likes it.
She would know the mythology. Go ahead, Odin, sorry.
I'm trying to time it between you guys with your dramatic pauses. Can Olin look
Sorry,
down the
sorry.
dumbwaiter? No, you guys are good. I just keep having bad timing.
Yeah, sure thing. Make a perception check as you peer down the sort of tube isn't the right word, but the shaft.
Perception is a 19 to look down the shaft.
Okay, well, Olin, as you peer down the shaft,
Is it a long shaft?
it's so long. Yeah, no, as you look down the shaft of the dumbwaiter, you
Going to.
see the top
Yeah,
of the
right.
bo-
And like,
you see the top of the box, frankly.
The pit of the box.
Yeah. That makes up the elevator that is the service that is the dumbwaiter. And there isn't much there, but you do notice cracking around the bracket that holds
Uh-huh.
the dumbwaiter to the pulleys that bring it up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be because it looked like there was an impact on it?
No, the opposite. It looks as though the box was pulling away from the bracket. Like there was a great weight
That's okay.
in the elevator.
God
How
damn it.
big was the elevator?
Oh, it's pretty big. I mean, it could fit like a nice big tray of breakfast.
But could it fit a person?
If they're
That's what I was
small,
thinking.
If they're
maybe
small,
spindly, and well known for being a rat catcher, a career
Mhm.
that lends to being a
Was-
small person.
was the dumbwaiter on the bottom floor open? No one
It-
by it.
It wasn't open, but it was on the bottom floor. Was it?
And
Was it
Jason
open?
just nodded, saying
was
it
gonna
was
say,
it
was
was
it
It
open.
was open. Indeed.
Was it?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I described it as because I described the way that the door opened, which like it's a sliding thing that's sliding.
Okay. Owen's gonna notice that information and just wait until Carmina destroys the room.
How nice are the sheets?
They seem pretty nice.
Jewelry. Do I find any?
Make a investigation check.
Okay, someone roll d20 for me.
Okay. Oh. Is there anything related to... Hold on, let me do the fucking thing. What's her modifier?
+1.
11.
Okay,
Nice.
re-roll that. I'm using my inspiration.
Hey.
Baller.
Go higher.
Please.
4?
Yeah, so 11.
So there is a dresser in this room. It's presumably the last thing that you guys notice, which is just to the right of the door. You chew your way through the dresser, and you do get the sense that Thelmara Van Thamper is not really one for jewelry. You do find a very, very small set of pearl earrings. But that's it. They're sort of tucked into the corner of one of the drawers of the dresser.
My question is, does Silkas find any sort of documents or any other information relating to Waterdeep or Neverwinter?
In this room, no, he doesn't.
Was there anything in particular on the tax documents?
I mean, yes. There were specific in like. So she and her connections are very entangled, just based on a quick flipping through. Very entangled across Neverwinter and Waterdeep with regards to public services and public utilities. And there is sort of a level of documentation there to support.
Okay.
She's like BG and E. Ew.
Why can't we go explore the cool cultists dedicated to Manan or whatever? Like the whole like greedy dudes. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
pearl earrings. That's it. Motherfucker. She's like putting them into one of her earrings.
Well, it could be the opposite of, how you go about things, whereas she preferred to be more reserved and not to collect anything and spend it all on things like food and her children instead of collecting.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I didn't really have time for like the money I'm getting from Zaj, I'm spending that on my kids and food. So, yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, a bunch of it also went to the whole having a cult thing.
Well, I mean, cults are kind of self-sufficient.
They pay for themselves in both blood and money. And blood money.
The sheets are really nice, though, and I'm taking some of these pillows. Goose. Sorry. Oh, wait, no, I can't take the pillow. I was going to for...
You have, I mean, I'll take them. I'll hold
Nah, I got it, baby.
them. Okay. Well, you seem to really want them, and they're goose. They're goose.
Oh no, she was gonna do the prop pillow thing.
Oh.
But I have all of my stuff on top of it, so...
Yeah, Silk is just like, it's a prop pillow. It's like, oh, never mind.
It's a prop pillow.
Okay. No, you do you, Jeremy, and I believe in you.
But that seems about it in here. Owen, did you find anything?
Da.
What'd you find?
Escaped in, tunnel.
Oh, that makes sense. How she got out here?
In the tunnel?
In the
What?
dumbwaiter.
Dumbwaiter.
In the...
In the shaft.
In the shaft.
The girthy shit.
Yeah, the girthy one.
And it seems she did escape down the shaft into the box.
No, she escaped through shaft in the box.
You know, okay, I'm sorry. Y'all are probably a little too young. They're just not around. But, you know, Box is also slang.
Then probably shot out.
Nothing was there to catch her, so who knows where she might be causing trouble now.
She could be anywhere. It could gone everywhere.
She probably went everywhere.
Probably making new plans that we're gonna have to deal with later, like in a couple weeks.
Maybe 9 months.
Maybe 9 months.
Owen,
Hopefully we find out about her before then.
you are the funniest motherfucker. Do not let anybody tell you that you got the best quality a man could have.
That was 100% me, by the way.
Valid
No,
and
let him
funny.
make jokes.
So good. I love you, boy. Whew.
What the fuck is...
What the fuck was that laugh? I love it so much.
Okay, we're adults now. Okay, well, obviously, the person who went in here, their target wasn't Thalmyra. The door's locked.
Well, if the door was locked, then that means she heard everything. And then... I don't know if she would be limber enough to go in and escape that way, because look at all the breakfast over here. Wasted.
Yeah. Also, I guess we know who the food bowl. They did take whatever was in the other one's room, and well, the doors were ajar too. So maybe they tried to get in that way.
But the target wasn't Thalmyra. That's...
Yeah.
If they had the expertise to get through all of that, they could have gotten through that door. They had... Can you relock the... Olin, you still have one of the key rings, don't you, right?
He'll show both of them.
Okay. Go up to the other side of the door.
So he'll walk out.
I'm going to close the door. I assume there's a locking mechanism.
Yes, on the interior of...
I close it on the interior, and I lock it. I'm gonna knock. Olin, open the door with that key ring.
He'll try the key.
You put the key into the lock, and it catches. This key is not intended for this lock.
He'll try the other one just in case.
They both have the same reaction.
He'll
Both
knock
are
on
not
the door.
intended.
She'll unlock it, open it.
Nope.
Interesting.
It also
Maybe...
means that
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
It does mean that if we found these key rings on the bodies of the guards, it means that whoever did all this didn't try to, grab a key and open up the door.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a hit, right?
Mhm.
Again, my husband's a little familiar with this, but I mean, his MO was you kill one of the guards, you pick up a key, and then you use that key as much as you can to get around. Like, if this was a hit, there's no way the keys wouldn't be taken, right? Like, that's the first thing Olin did, is Olin took the keys.
That's kind of funny, actually. My older brother was originally set out to kill us, and he broke his back trying to find a key. Didn't realize my dad slept with them in his room.
That's cute. Hey, maybe your brother and my husband knew each other. That'd be cute, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Mm.
God, they'd probably be insufferable together.
Oh my
Would-
god, right? My
would
husband
the-
can't make friends.
Would target actually be this person?
Right. Like, what if it was Thurston?
Yeah, what if it was simply Thurston? But maybe Van
um,
Thampa panicked and ran off.
Marty wants to look out the windows and see if there's check the windows to see if there's any sort of like in them, and two, see if any of the shingles on the eastern roof right there are like broken any, like to see if anyone was like walking across the roof to try to get over there.
Okay. So you do not find any arrow holes, but as you sort of analyze the eastward facing shingles, you do notice some breakage that may suggest a line of um, it- footwork, for lack of a better term, going across them, but not one that seems as though it comes from any of the windows you're near. It actually seems to sort of split the difference between 18 and 16,
Okay.
room wise.
Okay, so Marty opens up the window if she can and sort of like looks up like the wall and see if there's any sort of like a gutter or anything that looks climbable.
As you peer up, there is the sort of third story tower, and from it, there does appear to be a difficult looking, but a trackable path nonetheless that may lead to the broken tiles that you're looking at.
Oh, there's a tower that we haven't checked out yet.
Divanith could do it, no problem. She phases
Absolutely.
in and out of reality.
She does. There's actually a tower we haven't checked out. I think.
Do you think it's a
tracks it
wizard
down.
tower? Sorry.
Maybe. But she sort of like tracks it down to the where it seems to like go. It's like it might be through the other door that was ajar. And the last one, the
last
other
one, yeah.
door in the study. So, wanna go check that out?
Yeah. I have to bring down some stuff for EV3 though.
Okay.
Can we
Well, then
call
do you
it good here?
Yeah, if everybody's good with that.
I am dying.
I just
My
want
back
the-
is bad.
The quick. Can we get an intro into what's in the tower and then
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah, sure. So you run down whatever you need to run down to E3. You guys make your way up to the tower. You make your way through room 17. There is a very rudimentary, Spartan-looking desk, and over that desk is a slumped-over bleeding corpse. Sort of face down on the desk as though it was playing Heads Up 7-Up in third grade. Attached to that room is a spiral staircase. That spiral staircase leads up to that third story tower that Marty had seen. This third story tower is well adorned. It has a fairly spacious Similarly clad bed, beautiful sheets, all of those things, but all of it is encased in iron bars. However, those iron bars have been broken open, either via the way that they were picked or forced open. The door is ajar. Um, and with that, that is where we'll leave the set.
Princess in a Tower, Jason. Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Original.
Shrek!
You're so original.
Shrek!
I know it.
So
Shrek!
Okay.
original.
Where the fuck
So-
else are you gonna put your prince? Like, you've got to do it. It's just
Where else are you
it's
gonna put
where
your
they
princess?
go.
It's where they go. Jinx. Okay, so I'll let us leave. But so it definitely was Giovanna climbed up the side of the house, like roof style, parkoured up Assassin's Creed, got up to the tower, got her first, and then they battle nuns their way down the stairs, and left that way because that would explain like why they were like facing upwards, like the guards were, because they were running up to her, and then I don't know, killed Thurston along the way for the shits and giggles, and then went that way. That's my guess.
Well, no,
I
like
was
they're
gonna say that was a
escaping.
target. 'Cause to
Thurston feels very targeted in a different
Yeah,
especially
way.
throwing
yeah.
a rope,
Targeted-
a crystalline
Targeted
rope
in a
in
What?
different
his
way.
All right, let's end.
Man,
Yeah, let's
everybody,
end.
isn't
Bye,
Descended to
guys.
Avernus when you don't play it the way that Chris Perkins edits it super fucking fun?
Hey,
I think so.
hey, isn't it fun when you don't play the Descendant to Avernus?
We'll see you next week on this episode of Descended to Avernus.
Bye,
DIA
everyone.
style.
Done right.
Yeah.
DIA.